behind Beaker's Rocks. Want me to scout it, Mr. Blake?
If it's an ambush, they wouldn't light a fire.
Not if it's an Apache ambush.
Not if it's any ambush. Apache? Can't be.
Squad! Hold your fire! Hello! I'm Sergeant Blake, 7th Cavalry. We're a detail of Fort Waverly. Who are you?
Keith! Pop! You too, Johnny! Hold your fire! They don't just look like Yankees, they talk like Yankees!
You don't talk like any Apache.
Come on in, Sergeant! If you're one at a time, we won't shoot!
Schweitzer! If I'm not back in 10 minutes, you're in command.
Yo!
Here.
What are you doing, Sergeant?
Putting out your fire.
Keith, hold it!
Look, Sam, let me just have one Yankee, huh?
That hothead shouldn't be allowed to carry a gun.
Confederate Army allowed him to carry one, and he carried it pretty well.
That war was over 2 years ago.
It's been 4 years since that boy's mother and sister became victims of your General Sherman's troops.
The war ended April 9th at Appomattox.
I know, Sergeant. I was there. Captain Sam Prescott, Confederate Army.
I guess a lot of us were there, Captain.
Your war ended at Appomattox. Ours didn't. You're surrounded, Sergeant.
We're all surrounded by Apache Indians.
Apache?
Now, maybe we better stop fighting each other and get out of here. I've only got part of my squad left. Shall I call them in?
Bring your men in, Sergeant.
Schweitzer! Come on in, alone.
Yo!
He says it's Apache.
He's a liar. All Yankees are liars.
Are you sure it's the Apache?
Well, this is Apache country.
You mean they tried to attack?
I've only got 4 men and a scout left. What do you think happened to the rest of my squad?
Same thing happened to us. We were on our way up from Texas. The Indians jumped us wearing Yankee uniforms. We lost the herd. We didn't have time to bargain.
A man's got to take a lot of things he doesn't bargain for, Prescott. Maybe that's what makes him a man. Corporal, picket the horses.
Put them behind the rocks with ours, Corporal.
And picket the prisoner, too. Zach and Nathan will take the first watch. Lasky take the second with Henry.
Yo. Bed down anywhere, Sergeant. You won't be in our way.
We'll try not to inconvenience you.
Who are we shooting and why?
Some Johnny Rebs better than the rock. Thought we were Apaches wearing uniforms. Seems it happened to him before.
Just the same, I don't like being shot at.
Forget it. We'll pick up the horses behind those rocks. We're bedding down for the night.
This coffee reminds me of Fort Waverly. Coffee's cold, and the fort is hot.
Yeah, there's only one difference between here and Waverly. You'd be sitting right now on the parade ground under the flagpole looking up at the stars and stripes flying over the fort.
Well, you're wrong on 2 points, Schweitzer. In the first place, there's no breeze to fly flags at Fort Waverly. And in the second place, the colors came down at sunset.
Probably why I still wear corporal stripes.
Plenty of guns there. Looks like the boys in blue are expecting another battle from the boys in gray.
They'll get their battle.
Maybe we'll all get it. Come on. Sergeant, mind if I ask you a question? What's your mission?
Take this prisoner back to Fort Waverly.
That's where we're heading.
The Yankees take prisoners?
We try to. When I rode with General Meade, we took quite a few.
This prisoner, what's the charge against him, Sergeant?
Selling guns to Apaches. You ought to be shot right now. But I've got orders to bring him in. Civilians get a better break than we do. He'll have court trials that might drag on forever.
Sergeant, my name's Stanfield, Judge Stanfield. Do you really think the Apaches might be following us?
I know they're following. The Apaches made a deal to buy 36 repeating rifles for my prisoner. And I've got the rifles.
Well, what are we going to do, Captain?
Already told you. We're joining forces with these soldiers.
I don't like the idea, Sam. Since when are we gonna join forces with a bunch of Yankees?
Tell that boy we fought the war already. Well, maybe you'd like to join forces with the Apaches.
Hold it. This ain't Atlanta. It ain't Savannah. If you've got to fight somebody, why not fight the Apache?
Thanks, Prescott. Sure sorry to hear about you losing that herd of cattle. What happened?
Well, we didn't know they were Indians. First man riding in was wearing a uniform. I guess he stole it from some dead Yankee.
Yeah. One of my boys, I guess. Came out with a whole squad. Sure cut us down.
These, rifles. Repeaters, you say?
Something new. Just what they needed Fort Waverly, too. All I got back there is those single-shot carbines. Fort's on demand. These new guns will have the firepower of another company. They'll fire 15 rounds without a reload.
The Indians attack, these repeaters take the place of men who aren't there.
That's right. Hey, you say you came up from Texas with a cattle drive. Whereabouts in Texas?
Indianola. Got my spread down in the Nueces Valley.
Yeah? Say that's real cattle country.
That's about the best. Something wrong?
Coyote. Better have a look around.
Sergeant? 2 riders coming in. Looks like Indians.
Alone?
There's something else, but I can't see yet.
All right, grab your guns behind those rocks. Rest of you men spread out and hold your fire. Prescott, Nathan, stay with the prisoner. Hank, Prescott, come on.
Apache.
Yeah, with a little offering to the gods.
Hold your positions!
Come on.
Jack, get a blanket.
She must be one of the girls from the Santos Ranch.
Well, why'd they bring her here?
How do I know?
Horses. Watch the horses.
Get the horses. Lasky, stay with the girl and watch the prisoner.
Come on! Cobb's out there. Let's go!
Hold your fire.
Gone. Every last one of them.
Hey, Cobb.
Hey, where's Cobb?
The one who was guarding our horses. Smell around, see what you can find.
The horses?
Gone.
Gone.
You from the Santos Ranch?
See, I am Teresa Santos. The Indians. They have burned our rancho. My papa, my brother. They were all killed. They take my sister and me. They kill my sister. Afterwards.
I know. We saw the ranch. Do you know why the Indians brought you here?
See?
Then why didn't you tell us?
Take it easy, Blake. She's had a pretty tough time.
They tell me you can have the horses if you give them the rifles. If you are ready to trade, fire 3 shots.
No sign of Cobb at all. They must have taken him with the horses.
Why'd they take him when they could have killed him?
There's just something else to bargain with, I guess.
Well, that's no problem. We just give them the guns and then we go on our way.
The guns stay with us. There'll be no trade.
I don't see much else we can do, Sergeant. Horses are one thing, Cobb's another. I don't aim to let a man die just because of a few rifles.
You don't know Apaches, Prescott. You give them the guns, you'll never see Cobb alive again. You'll never see each other again.
We were doing all right until you came here. Seems wherever you bluebellies go, you cause trouble. I say we give them the rifles.
And I say we don't.
Maybe you don't hear well, soldier. They've got Cobb and he's alive.
The guns stay with us.
Now, hold on. Getting riled up at each other ain't the answer. Let's calm down and talk this thing out. Your men, Sergeant?
Put them down.
Now, let's figure our chances of getting Cobb and the horses back.
Look, nobody wants them back more than I do. But giving them the guns is not the answer.
Well, what is the answer?
Horses coming in.
It's Cobb. Look at his face. You and those stinking Yankee rifles.
Are you satisfied? Are you convinced you can't make deals with Apaches? From now on in, we're going to do as I say. If anybody has any objections, let's settle it right now.
How are we gonna get to Fort Waverly?
We walk. They'll never attack us as long as we have these new guns. If we can manage to stay in the open.
It's a 6 or 7 day walk. We don't have enough food or water.
I know that.
I can't argue.
All right, we'll stand guard in 2-hour shifts. I'll take the first watch with Henry and Willows. Come on.
Let's wrap him in a blanket. We'll get a grave dug.
Hey.
Yeah, you.
What do you want?
You got any makings?
I don't smoke, but if I did, I can assure you I wouldn't offer you any.
Oh, now you lay it really on the line now, don't you?
You know, a man like you deserves to be hanged.
Hey, Sarge, where'd those Redskins go?
I don't know. Henry's out scouting them now.
Hey, get a load of that.
Here. Hey, you. Senorita. While you're being so friendly, you can tie up those bedrolls. You're going to carry them.
Carry them? Ay, caramba. What, do you think I am, a mule?
Well, you don't exactly fit the description, but as long as you travel with us, you'll do your share. Now, the bedrolls are over there.
I will not carry them.
And while you're at it, you can pull that blouse of yours up. You got enough trouble around here as it is. Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it for you.
Take your hands off me.
Come here.
Diablo.
Wildcat, ain't you? Yeah, but a pretty one.
All right, snap it up.
Sergeant. I figure the boys and I ought to lend you a hand with those rifles. We can all move faster that way.
All right. Corporal, give him rifles before we break camp.
I'll leave Stanfield out of it. He's refused. All right, boys, lend a hand. You too, Keith.
Here. Prescott. Thanks for helping out.
We're in this together. We might as well act like it.
You know, it would be a lot easier if all your men felt the same way. Right now, I'm concerned about Stanfield. What's his background?
He's an ex-circuit judge. He said he'd pay his way if we'd take him along with us.
Is that all you know about him?
Well...
Look, Prescott, we got 6 or 7 tough days ahead of us. Your man I can figure. Stanfield is different.
He is. As a judge, he traveled from town to town. He was with a wagon train once. He was attacked by Indians. The entire party was wiped out. All except him. They say he escaped by feigning death. I don't say he's a coward. Maybe I'd have done the same thing.
Sure.
The way I see it, a man has to do what he thinks is right.
You call that right?
It's not for me to say. I'm no judge.
Well, in my opinion, neither is Stanfield. All right, let me have your attention. Now, we'll move out in the assigned order. Our scout thinks the Indians are headed southwest. That means our route will be through Cimarron Pass. It also means we'll have to take it easy on the water. Schweitzer, did you tell the men to pack their carbines and carry the new rifles?
Yo.
Good. Now, the Indians respect those guns, so I think they'll keep their distance. That's it, Corporal.
All right, fall in.
right, move out.
Hot?
It'll get hotter.
I don't mind telling you, I feel kind of lost without a horse under me.
I'd feel a lot more lost without these rifles.
Yeah. Think the Apache will be back?
I'll be back, Mr. Prescott, sooner or later.
Nice of them Southerners to lend us a hand.
Those Indians made them nice.
Soldier, how about untying my hands?
Tell it to the sergeant.
You manage all right, senorita?
I will carry it. I would not give the sergeant the satisfaction.
You know, Mr. Williams, I've been observing you. I take it you're from Georgia.
Now, how did you know that?
Oh, character, Mr. Williams. I'm from Monroe County myself.
Yeah, I was born right near Macon.
Well, now I knew there was something about you.
How come you're not carrying the rifle, Mr. Stanfield?
Well, I'm a man of principle, sir. Oh, now, don't misunderstand me. I realize you had to go along with the others. The fact is, it was a wise move. We now have 16 of their precious rifles.
What are you getting at?
Well, the point is, we've weakened their strength. The next step is to outwit them.
It's too fancy for me. I'm going to get those horses back.
Keep it closed up now. You'll never know when they'll hit you. All right. We'll rest here for a while. No, thanks.
How far do you think we've come?
Oh, about 10, 12 miles.
Seems like 50.
We've been making pretty good time.
You wait till tomorrow. You'll find muscles you never knew you had.
That sergeant, you ride your hard all the time?
Yeah. Not unless he has to. I'll tell you something, though. Sergeant who isn't rough on his men usually winds up burying most of them.
Let's move out.
Where's Henry? Henry! Henry! There's his hat.
They didn't take him without a fight.
Sergeant. Look out there.
I'd like to get a couple of those devils.
Hold it. Henry might still be alive.
Yeah.
So what are we supposed to do now? Just sit around and let them pick us off one by one?
We keep moving.
What about the scout? You will not help him?
There's nothing we can do for him.
Sergeant, in my opinion, they've taken your scout as a hostage. I suggest you reconsider trading the rifles.
I'm not interested in your opinion.
Sergeant, I hold you responsible for placing us in extreme jeopardy. When we get back to Waverly, I'm going to bring charges.
That's your privilege. Until that time, I'm in command here.
Seems like you're taking on an awful lot by yourself, soldier.
I'm taking us to Waverly my way.
Well, I think my way's better.
And you've got a lot to learn.
Not from no Yankee.
Keith, we've got enough trouble.
Prescott, any of your men know this territory?
I do. I was point man on the cattle drive.
Good, then you got yourself a job.
Suits me. Anything's better than lugging these rifles.
Yeah, I'll take your pack. Better hold on to your gun. You might run across some jackrabbits.
The kind with feathers.
I think 4 years of fighting would have been enough for him.
Keith, you gotta understand him, Sergeant. He went into the war 3 years late. He's a good boy, just young. He never saw a victory.
I'll try to remember that.
I'd be obliged if you would. Here, I'll take those. You're in command.
Thanks, Prescott. We've got a long way to go before we make camp again.
I'll scout it.
Keep a sharp eye, John.
Johnny Willows was born with a sharp eye.
There's a boy I'd like to have in my outfit.
If you could pin him down that long. Johnny's got light feet. He'll keep traveling till the day he dies.
Roger, let's have that pack. All right, let's move out. What'd you find?
About a mile off, I ran into pony tracks. Some of them were shod.
Our horses.
Followed the tracks for a ways, but it was still the same.
What's that?
They just seemed to be traveling in a circle around us.
Sarge, rifles are all loaded and stacked.
All right, Corporal.
Tonight, huh?
Yeah, they could have attacked today, but they didn't.
Think they're afraid of the repeating rifles?
Yeah, that's why they'll never mount a direct attack. But in the dark, it'll be different.
Always thought the Indians never attacked at night.
They usually don't. But one thing I've learned, They'll attack when and where it's to their advantage.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Then you think they'll attack?
Yes. But they'll give us another chance to bargain before they risk losing warriors in battle.
How do you know this?
Oh, I've had considerable experience in these matters. Now, before that time comes, we've got to take command away from Blake so we can effect an exchange for the horses.
Right.
Can we count on any of the others?
Sam's gone soft. And Johnny's out, too.
There's the senorita.
Yeah, and there's Corbin.
Ah, he's nothing but a common criminal.
That's all right. We promise him his freedom, and he'll kill anyone who gets in his way. Just let me have Blake.
But wait for my signal. When it's dark.
Right.
Hey, I wonder how far we've come. You wonder too much. That's why you get so tired. You better stop wondering and just get your feet ready for more walking. I joined the cavalry because I hate walking. And I hate this stuff. There you go, complaining again. You complained the day we joined up, you've been complaining ever since. Fletcher, why are you always ragging me? Listen, you big lug, if I didn't rag you, you'd think I was sick.
What do you plan on doing when we get to Fort Waverly?
I do not know.
A pretty girl like you ought to get along well with the Yankee soldiers.
It was bad enough being a prisoner. Now I do not know which is worse.
Take it from me, things are gonna be a lot different around here.
How will they be different?
You'll see.
You will tell me, maybe?
Maybe. I like you, you know. What would you say if I asked you to go back to Texas with me?
You are proposing?
Well, not exactly.
Then you do not like Teresa.
No, I didn't say that, now, did I?
Keith.
I'll see you later, senorita.
Start using this.
Are you hurt too?
No, just a scratch.
Blake, I suppose some of them out there are playing possum.
Yeah. Zach, you and Johnny go out and make sure they're all dead.
That was close. Another quarter of an inch and you'd have buried me.
Well, that's two more we don't have to worry about.
I thought you said they wouldn't attack without giving us another chance.
Oh, who can predict what a savage will do? But it isn't too late yet. You just stop and think.
I've been thinking.
I hope you're not forgetting what the Yankees did to us. Blake's a Yankee.
Well, how's the head, Prescott?
All right.
We still have a long march ahead of us. Think he can make it?
I'll be all right, Sergeant. Sorry about Nathan. I realize now that if we'd given up these rifles, none of us would be alive.
We got 5 of them last night. And this.
Henry's old gun.
Found it in the field.
Well, we're overloaded now. Gotta get rid of this. Bury it somewhere, Johnny.
All right, move out. We're breaking camp.
That's where you're wrong. We're staying here till we get our horses back.
You die hard, don't you?
You Yankees think because you won the war, you can push us around. Well, we've had enough.
Keith!
Shut up, Sam. No lousy Yankee's gonna tell me what to do.
You're looking for a fight, son. You're gonna get it. And I'm giving you one more chance.
You've had your chance.
All right, he wants it. Let him go.
You savage!
Now get this and get it straight. We've only got one chance, and that's to keep going. The sooner you get that through your heads, the better. Now break camp.
You heard what he said. That goes double for me. Son, one of these days you'll learn to accept a man for the kind of a man he is. Even if he's a Yankee. That goes for you too, ma'am.
Sergeant,
What's on your mind?
a few words, Sergeant.
Make it short.
Sir, I don't mind telling you that I was opposed to your decision, but now I see you were right. However, I have an idea that might save the situation and also enable us to save the rifles.
Go on.
Did it ever occur to you, sir, that the Indians might be more interested in Corbin than in the rifles?
What are you getting at?
Well, if we were to turn Corbin over to them, they just might let us go.
I was expecting something like that. Now get this through your head. You cause any more trouble here, I'm gonna have you horsewhipped.
You'll regret this, Blake. I promise you, you'll regret it.
I doubt it. And one more thing, Stanfield. From now on, you'll carry your share of the rifles. Now go grab a pack. All right, lead off, Willows.
Sergeant, can I at least carry that extra carbine for you?
It belonged to Private Nathan.
I know that.
It's regulation issue, Prescott. United States Army.
I'm aware of that too, Sergeant.
Thanks, Captain. All right, hold it up. Take a break. Rest your packs.
How long you figure he's been with us?
Our mascot? 3, maybe 4 hours.
Looks like he's waiting for us to keel over.
Well, he's in for a long wait. How you coming, Lasky?
Me? I'm fine. Corbin's been a real good boy.
Yeah, see that he stays that way.
Sarge, I can pick that redskin off from here.
Don't try it. Just what they want. Waste our ammunition. As long as he's peaceful, we'll stay peaceful. Must have some kind of a plan. Let them make the first move.
Sergeant, you are still angry?
No, forget it.
I do not blame you for the way you feel.
Why does that Indian keep following us?
Why don't you shut up? I'm bone dry.
So am I.
Here, take mine. Go ahead, we'll be reaching a water hole in 3 or 4 hours.
Fresh water will taste pretty good. What do you think that Indian's up to, anyway?
Just keeping tabs on us. Keep it. Share it between you.
Well, I'll say one thing, he doesn't hold a grudge. Do the rebels?
All right, man, on your feet.
I'm gonna get me an Apache.
Don't panic. Take it easy. That's just what they want.
Just one, Sergeant. One for Nathan.
Get your pack on.
Sorry, Matt.
Schweitzer! Zach, Lasky, get that rifle. We'll cover you. The rest of you stick close. That's what they're waiting for, stragglers. Cut him down, Johnny.
If I could just get my hands on him, I'd kill him. Every last one of them, I'd kill him.
What they hope to gain.
They figured to scare us into giving them the rifles.
Let's get out of here.
After we fill our canteens.
Do you expect us to drink that water?
You get thirsty enough, you'll drink it. We still have a long way to go before we reach water again. Now fill them.
Zach, let's have my canteen. Now fill them. Stanfield, fill your canteen.
No.
No? And I'll do it for you.
Blake! Over here!
Here. You'll thank me later.
What do you make of this?
A horse for a rifle.
They're giving us one last chance to make up our minds.
Well, my mind's made up.
Sergeant, look.
I'd say they're waiting for an answer on the rifles.
They're looking for an answer. They're gonna get it.
Look, Blake, let me give him the answer.
Hold it now. Save the ammunition. They've got the idea. And now we know what to expect. So do the Apaches. We still got about 5 days left ahead of us. We gotta keep moving.
Sergeant, we haven't got 5 days' food left.
Then we'll live off the land. Jackrabbits, anything.
Sure hope them rabbits don't let us down.
Me too. All right, grab your gear. Let's go. Take a 5-minute rest.
The Indians are gone. Where are they?
Hang on. We'll take a long rest at Cimarron Pass.
Hey, Stanfield, come here.
What do you want?
You know, I'm the only one those Apaches are going to leave alive. I'm their friend. They're expecting me to deliver those rifles. If you want to be saved, you'll help me. If I deliver those rifles, those Redskins will go home. They'll return our horses. That's your one chance to escape.
All right, hold up here. Well, Cimarron Pass, Johnny. Camp here. They need a rest.
They need a rest. Johnny Willis could lay down and sleep for a week.
That's a good spot here. That's a good cover.
We haven't seen any Apache for days. How do you figure it?
I got a feeling they're waiting till our resistance wears down. We're getting close to Waverly now. About a 2 days walk from here.
You don't suppose they've given up?
No.
All right, let's make camp. We'll rest here.
You won't get an argument from me.
Get a fire going. We all need something to eat.
Light a fire?
Prescott, they're still dogging us. They can find us with or without a fire. Let's go on some rabbits, Johnny.
Hey, Sergeant, you mind if I come along with you?
I'm ahead. Oh, last Ganzer. Spot your rifles along those rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You will feel this again, por favor?
Sure. Glad to see you're hungry, Senorita.
I have finished. It is the sergeant. He does not eat. Gracias.
Well, what do you know?
Sergeant,
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Teresa does not like to be refused. Please.
Say, it's not bad. What's the matter?
I have waited to see what you look like when you smile.
Oh? How do I look?
Very nice. I am sorry I bite your hand.
You bite pretty hard.
I was angry. Now I am not. Now I think I like you. What you see?
Out there about 2, 3 more days at least is Fort Waverly.
'Tis yet so far away. What is your first name, Sergeant Blake?
Matt.
I know it is Matt. I mean your full name.
Matthew. People that really know me call me Matt.
Matt? Do you like Teresa?
Right now, I'm in no position to like anybody.
When you are, you will tell me?
That was her idea.
Quite a woman, the way she's weathered this march. Man who gets her might not be too bad off.
Out here.
Here they come. Take cover. You come with me. Get down. Keep your head on the cover. It's a small raiding party. They'll probably try to hold us here until they join forces with the main party.
I'll give them those rifles right where it counts.
Hold your fire.
You won't come too close now. They're afraid of our guns.
just trying to get us to waste ammunition. But keep covered up anyway.
How do you like the rifles? You want to buy some?
Our only chance to escape was to get some horses. In order to do that, we have to have rifles.
That's right.
How well do you know those Indians?
Well, they're my friends. I've traded with them before.
Will you help me?
Well, how?
Well, we'll contact the Indians ourselves. Bring rifles with us, trade for 2 horses, and get out of here.
Okay.
Oh. I'll get the rifles.
Dirty. Keith, hold your fire. He's got the rifles. Corbin, they'll kill you.
I'm your friend. I brought your rifle.
Lasky, go get those rifles. Go.
Stanfield's back there. He's been knifed in the back.
That's not much of a loss. Think they'll be back?
We'll post a guard, but I think they've had enough for one day.
Yeah, so have we.
We might as well face it. They'll hit us again.
Well, if they do, some of them's gonna get killed.
And more of us.
Maybe not.
What's on your mind, Sergeant?
The one thing the Apaches will never expect. They stole our horses. Let's return the compliment. I'm going to scout their camp. Lasky, let me have that blanket.
What do you do with the blanket?
Apache can hear you coming for miles. I'm trying to muffle the sound of my boots.
Do you go alone?
Alone.
Be careful, Matt.
Have everything ready to move when I get back.
What kept you so long? I was beginning to get worried.
Let's have some water. Thanks, Zach. Everybody ready?
Yeah, we're all ready.
Good. Zach, get your feet wrapped.
Did you find the camp all right?
Finally.
How far?
About a half a mile, 12 of them.
That's enough.
Now, here's the setup. Let's say their camp is here. They're all asleep, except for 2 sentries. One in the camp near some rocks here. The other on the horses over here. Now, Zach, you get the one on the horses.
Right.
Johnny, get the one in camp near these rocks.
Right.
I'll point out positions when we get there. Prescott and Keith, you cover the camp from some rocks here between the horses and the camp.
Got it.
Now, there's a big rock over here, about 100 yards from where the horses are. What I want to do is lead the horses behind those rocks, mount up, stampede the rest of the horses, ride back here, pick up the rifles, and head for Fort Waverly.
As I recollect, Indians don't pick at their horses. They just leave the reins trail on the ground.
That's right. I want to lead the horses away from the camp before we mount up. Each man will take one rifle. Leave the rest of them here.
You want for me to wait?
No, you better come with us. You can take cover behind this big rock till we're ready to mount up. Lasky, stick with me. Any questions? Well, good luck.
Sarge! Johnny's been hit! He's over here, Sergeant.
We'll get you back to camp, Johnny.
There's no time.
Do not say that.
Here on, I go it alone.
Here. Hold up here a minute. You've fallen too far behind.
Think we might run across some of those stampeded horses?
Those horses are long gone.
We gotta lug these rifles. We'll never make it.
We got a long way to go, Lasky. But we'll make it.
Not another foot, Sarge. I'm being pressed into the ground. I won't last another mile.
White!
Here. I never should have let it carry any rifles.
It's no use, Matt.
Since we can't carry him, not another step.
Maybe we can bury him and come back.
No, can't take a chance on that.
Can't carry him, we can't leave him. What are we gonna do, Matt?
Something I never bargained for.
A man's got to do a lot of things he doesn't bargain for.
Yeah. We'll stack them and burn them.
We've lugged those rifles 100 miles. 100 miles for nothing.
No, not for nothing. Sometimes you've got to lose before you finally win.